A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to.
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
There's an idea. If you're comfortable sharing, so am I. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Of course.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Stops. You and I.
You are back with your partner. It would be a delight to spend time with both of you.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
You rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Look, this subject's not safe. You selling your services, beat feet to the Guildhall. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
She must be rid of that brute.
Isn't it? You got that right.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here.
Well, are we ready for the road once more?
As you wish.
Nature's servant awaits.
lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Be rid of that brute.
Isn't right.
Speak.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you. And everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. To illithids, yes, he would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme, me. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Raphael thought he could outsmart us, but there are other ways to get the Orphic Hammer, guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a Diabolist, they could help us make our way in.
I'm listening.
The tadpole reveals your mind to Lae'zel. She knows you refused to bargain with Raphael.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it, and I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free. I'm listening.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
Look, Sheres's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical. That doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
So loud.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Come here, I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Isn't right. On his leash.
What does it feel like? Follow me to the tap room. We will speak there. Follow me to the tap room.
Like a mosquito nibbling at a dragon.
Spoon. Aim to use the clamping device. I'm never sorry.
Let's just stick to the list.
Worm's Crossing. This place has been a haven, when Harpers were less than welcome in the city proper.
You will when you've met the drought.
Seems hard to imagine your efforts haven't always been appreciated.
You've been pulling all nighters to keep watch.
A Harper does not go in for public acclaim. We work in shadow and secrecy, tragically unacknowledged by the ungrateful herd.
So,
What does it feel like?
So, my body burned like the noonday sun.
And did other person with you? They enjoyed it.
Aiden's and a bachelor clawing us my door the very next morning.
What if there's food shortages? Rationing, we can't eat anything to chance.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
Make you feel better.
The good armor is hard to find. Yes, but they were good. You could wear it to weeks. Still here.
You're not wearing.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Why does Worm's Crossing have so many cottages? We need at least a double bed. You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that.
You will when you've met the drought.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips the tongue? If your mighty mask needs...
I got it.
Taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders!
Children's toys rigged to explode. Just when you think you've seen the worst people can do, something like this happens.
Hello, my dear.
You and I have nothing more to say to one another.
I don't need you standing here gawking, thanks.
Attention fists! Listen up.
Seems we were patrolling around a powder keg. Glad I didn't get burned up. Explosives? In toys? How despicable. Hope Lord Gortash gets this stuff sorted out.
Suppose the Manip had the right idea letting you poke around. Good job finding those explosives.
Attention fists! Listen up. One more dereliction of duty, and you're all going on punishment detail. Got it?
I don't need you standing...
Glad Nesta sorted out.
Do I have to spell it out? Your own business. Mind it.
And away I go.
Can't leave Crunch behind, though. Just can't.
no matter where we were.
I wonder how she did it. I mean, Karis was always filthy, like us.
Glad at least one of us is doing well.
How did the wine truck get empty going?
What's next, I wonder? Let's see.
I have such a headache. Fall by my hand. They won't see me coming.
Nature's servant awaits. I will try to make it swift. My faith protects me. Off I go.
What now?
Work to be done.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Betrayer! You will not be the end of me, and you will not be the end of Prince Orpheus!
Out of sight, out of mind.
Speak.
I'm so tired.
Skvar! Voss is fallen. I've half a mind to tear your limbs off one by one. By Mother Gid's silver sword, what were you thinking? A mistake. Spilling your soup, mispronouncing a word. These are mistakes. Attacking the prince's greatest champion. That is contempt. Our alliance grows fragile. See that you don't break it. Well, are we ready? You're sure? Oh, back and speak. You're sure?
I'm listening. It is done. Vlagis will be done.
What to do?
Raphael must keep the Orphic Hammer in his so-called House of Hope. Now, to find our way in. Oh, action, not reaction.
Looking ahead.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus. Shame Voss won't be there to see the righteous carnage.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid Grand Design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. To break Orpheus free, we will need the Orphic Hammer. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare. The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Gaith. Very well. Indolence breeds madness.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
live like its will be done.
Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drow.
All right. What now?
Oh, Father, give me strength. There now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
It's up there.
I'm listening. Chuck, you believe, as you said.
Well, are we ready for the... As you wish.